Story. My name's Casey. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and we are working our way through the Dark Tower, the upcoming release from Goodman Games as part of their original Adventures Reincarnated line. And it appears that my subscription to 20 Cents to Every Story has expired, because I'm seeing a Papa John's commercial instead of seeing myself. So, just a moment while we get this confirmed. But I believe we are streaming now. And tonight, I am happy to say we have Andry, Percy, back with us. And they will be rejoining the party. Chris is a little bit delayed. We'll be joining in about a half an hour or so. So we will be doing a little bit of party reconnecting as that takes place. There we go. There I am. All confirmed. Looks good. And so, what we have here... just... Thank you for the gifted subscription. I just needed to get to my Amazon clicky page, but I appreciate it. But what we've got going on at the moment is, in the city of Mugdad, the party has realized there are some ne'er-do-wells doing ne'er-well, and they need to be stopped. Currently, there is a parade taking place. A youth has been tied to a pole. They are being carried around the town. Dahrian is keeping an eye on that procession right now, while the rest of the party goes to fetch Andry, who has been winging it back here after being alerted to the troubles. The griffin riding hobgoblins have dropped them off outside of town. Andry has made his way in to meet with Tann, Tahir, and Blitz so they can fill him in on what's going on, and Casey won't have to do the recap. So, with that little bit of an intro, it's been about 2 days since Andry left the group. So you're reconnecting there on that second day. Andry got to fly out, see his little baby griffin. Little baby griffin's now happy. It's now eating. The hobgoblins are going to stay close, but have to stay far enough away from the town so that the griffins don't go berserk. But Blitz, Andry, Tann, Tahir, you have traveled out of the smuggling tunnel to be outside Mugdad once more. You're meeting up with Andry. You can do so either over where Zog, Etten, and Eleman Gillum are, the guards and the trader that you met. You could do so off to the southwest and not involve those people. Where would you all like to be?
I would imagine if he's trying to avoid griffins going crazy or maybe bugging like the town, it would maybe be to the, what did you say, southwest, southeast?
Southwest would probably be where it is, because the smuggler's town itself is over here.
Okay, sounds good. That's what I thought, but just want to double check. You never know if the map is actually tilted on its side.
No, this one does have the pointed up north. It is oriented in the correct direction. North is up.
Good days.
Say that again?
Just good days. That's all. That's like, like introduction.
Good days.
But also in the sense of, it's good this day. Yeah. Blitz, you've heard this expression, right? Yeah.
I suppose, yeah. I guess I just never thought about it.
Have you ever had a good day?
Well, it was pretty good until I saw a guy being carried off about to be sacrificed. But I think I could pull through.
Is that what he's doing? I thought he was just like the headpiece for the parade.
Well, or maybe, you know what? Maybe that's true. Maybe the point of the parade is to cry out in fear.
Well,
you're right.
Andry, I gotta ask you this. We clearly have two different views on this. Blitz, if you have a third view on this, let us know. If you see someone who is tied to a post and crying in the middle of a parade procession led by evil set guards, how do you feel? Is he having a good time or a bad time? Because I obviously think it's tears of joy in what I think.
Is he crying because he's happy?
No, because I think he's
like at a wedding, you might cry because you're happy that they're getting married.
I'm not sure. He's just a kid.
Okay, so is he sad?
I don't I don't understand kids that well. They're really weird.
Yeah.
You're like a child to me.
Yeah, well, I'm a griffin baby, and that is, oh my god.
Does he cry?
Why are you guys still here? I thought
What do
we
you
were
mean?
just picking up supplies and then heading north.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh
Wait,
boy, do
what?
we have a story for you.
What's going
Where did
on?
we get... Ah.
Okay.
Well, for starters, so, you know how we want our silver, right?
I vaguely remember something about that.
Well, we said fuck him, and we did not give him our silver. Except Blitz.
Oh.
Blitz gave him the silver. The rest of it is by the piss pile. It's over by Zog's encampment. But it's being given to a serpent.
So like the silver that's being collected, when it's collected, is being tossed into a pit with a serpent in it.
Let us know if you have any questions as this is going along.
Well, I have 184 silver. Do I have to give it to the guards?
No. Fuck the guards. They're evil bastards. You don't do that. Bad.
Okay.
They'll
I left my shield back in town because I know they didn't seem to like the Mitra people here.
Oh, absolutely not. So basically, now that you bring it up, the entire town is controlled by the cult of Set.
Wait, we're
Yeah.
gonna have to kill another town?
That's what I said!
Was it?
No! No,
A much
I
larger
said
town.
much larger town. However, not everyone here is on the cult of Set side. They're also in, well, I'd say a large population is in support of the Finks religion. That name's escaping me right now, but it's on the title of this book right here that I bought. So, the most prevalent population is Sphinx worshippers, but you know their last leader is a Terry. I think his name is Thurikad.
Thericod, yeah.
Yeah, lovely fellow, by the way. We actually, the cult of Set or Zog wants us to look for him so we can give him to Zog, so Zog can give him to Skabeth, who was the leader of the cult of Set.
Oh,
Yes,
so
apparently
he's
the-
probably a good guy then.
Debatable.
In comparison to a tyrant, absolutely.
The grass is greener on the other side.
So
That's not
he's-
always
I
true.
don't think that fits, but
No.
but I'm pretty sure he's better.
The sand
yeah.
is yellower on the good side of the sun.
Well, it doesn't sound like anybody's good in this town.
Oh no! Oh, did you hear about the crocodiles?
What?
Yeah, this crocodile. Yeah.
So, instead of a night guard, they have crocodiles that roam the streets from the
Yeah.
sewers. It's crazy.
Did you guys kill him?
You know,
We
we just
killed-
kind of stared
no.
out from the window. Did we kill one? No.
No, we killed a Bahir.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Bahir?
A lightning-breathing lizard.
Or crocodile if you want to stay on theme.
A lightning... Yes, a lightning-breathing crocodile. That's blue.
Okay.
With 6 legs.
And
But
we
not the
destroyed
corpse
another
eater.
statue.
Hey,
Oh!
that's true. Also, like, at least 20% of the guards here are Set statues, or the Set demons.
Yeah. We killed 3 of them. Was it 3 or 4?
Kill at least 5.
Yeah, maybe.
4?
Did you guys find any sons?
Well, there's one right up there. And I assume the kid being paraded around town is also someone's son, so...
No,
Oh.
sons of Set.
Not yet. But... we might be on a lead to one. Well, Skabeth, who is the current leader of the town, not a son, as far as we're aware, but a high-ranking official in the cult of Set stuff, because she's the one that overthrew the previous government and gave him a good old left hook. Kicked him out, and that's why the old leader is in hiding. Who we found, by the way, he's underneath the pyramid. Not a pyramid, a temple.
That's Thericod.
Temple.
Oh yeah, we found a temple.
Which temple?
To some god who likes riddles.
Amontor.
Was it the... Yeah. The god of... or no, father of riddles.
I don't know why I asked that. I don't know any
Who is-
gods. Mitra's
who is-
the only one that matters.
Who is also the father of the great Sphinx god that everyone worships, which is crazy how it works. So I don't know who was considered more prevalent. It's him or his daughter.
Amonkhet.
Anchoret.
Anchoret. That's what I said.
Of course.
Audio blip.
Malfunction.
You may have to check your processors after we're done.
So
I got a cool hat.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, can you be that Bahir thing? We haven't tried that out yet. That's
Oh,
got 6
yeah.
limbs.
I'm going to try to turn into a mini Bahir. I don't know if I need to roll something to do that, but I would like to do that. It has 6 limbs. I think we
Look!
broke Casey.
Look at you! There you are. You look great.
There I am. It's me.
This thing ate Tann, which is crazy.
I was eaten again.
You do not have a good way with the creatures.
you know what we should get you, Tann?
Mm.
Is some hot sauce. Because then
It's
when you
great.
get it eaten, you can just pour it down. Like you'll be inside it, so you pour it down. And
You're right,
They'll be like, "Oh man, I can't eat this. This thing's terrible."
Indigestion.
Well, what if it's like a spice rat, and they're like super into the spice?
We've tried our best. Punch it until it spits me out.
Yeah, I guess.
That works.
So yeah, we snuck in, we fought the electric crocodile, we spent the night, no, we did shopping, I forget, we spent the night, saw the more crocodiles patrolling the streets, did some shopping, and
Oh,
bought
Tann,
some
that
books.
reminds me. Do
Yeah.
not go to the religious district. It is bad. Everything's
Oh, yeah.
horrible.
I mean, we might need to pass it to get back to our hotel.
We absolutely need to.
Is there
So-
a Mitra temple?
There was. It's now probably having one of their head priests being hung from a pike.
Alright, so what's the
It
plan?
kinda
we're,
looks like that.
we're killing the ruler?
We
What are we doing?
know quite yet. I guess so. Here's what we've gathered and what we're planning to do. We're gonna kill the serpent first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're still in the information gathering mode because Mitra's fist was very tiny, so it was easier to gather information. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that because we just
wait.
kind of stumbled onto the basement.
Yeah, we didn't get any information at all.
That's one
Well,
We
big.
it's
just
talking
started
about-
killing things.
No, we learned that the mayor was a bad man, and then we murdered him. I believe
Yeah, well, because he was going to sacrifice that girl.
that. Yeah, see, bad man,
Yeah.
bad man. We stab. or
They're going to
electrify.
sacrifice some kid now? We got to
Yes.
stop
we
that,
should,
right?
we should probably hurry.
But we let's discuss first what we're gonna get ourselves into.
And as you are both hurrying and discussing, you are making your way through the smuggler's tunnels. It is a tight squeeze, and you're kind of making your way through the darkness, making sure you don't alert the people overhead, when you do come to places where there's rafters and that sort of thing to extend the tunnel between its little spots. You reach that opening where the Bahir was fought and is currently moldering over there off to the side. In a little while, it'll be a Bahir mummy. And then you find your way out into the coin ward, where a thing happened that hasn't been mentioned yet. Blitz.
The temple, right?
Well,
No.
Contract. This is contract.
Blitz got blinged. So Blitz is sporting a little more bedazzling than he had previously when you saw him. He also has
Oh, no,
something
wait.
else.
Sorry, wait. Is he bedazzled now? Because didn't they have to like cut the jewels, and we didn't get that done yet?
Yeah, I think he said he was
has
going to
been
get it when
he has
after
been
delivering
lightly
the tiara.
bedecked. Yeah, he has been lightly bedecked and bedazzled,
That's what it
but he
was.
doesn't have the full gem set yet because he needs to go do something. which was delivering a tiara to Skabet at the palace. So, Blitz
did
is
forget about the
currently
contract.
holding a very well wrapped box containing Skabet's tiara.
Why would you agree to that?
Why would you?
He gave me a 50% discount.
And as that's going on, a heads up, there are 2 player rerolls. Galaxian, sorry about the delay there. I'm working off of one screen due to being out of my normal facility. So I missed the ding-ding noise. I'll keep an eye on that.
Oh, the set demons, be careful, because they're all wielding kopeshes and they will try to disarm you. So keep a nice tight grip on that sword of yours.
No, it's fine. I don't mind punching things either.
Just forewarning.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Do you have any questions for now?
So you guys have no plan. You just okay. We're just gathering information right now.
Well, no, as we've mentioned, there is a child about to get thrown into a pit with a contract-making serpent who likes silver.
Yeah, we got. From what I recall, we have 3 goals. 1 is to save the child on the sacrifice pit. 2 is to deliver the crown, and 3 is to gather more information.
There's 4.
Oh,
When we do kill the serpents or look into his treasure hoard, there's a mask we gotta find in there, which belonged to or was linked to the Sphinx god, incorrect, to give to the former ruler so he can have more magical abilities to take out the current ruler, but he needs some help. We don't know what the mask is or what it does. We're gonna probably keep it for ourselves, like the tiara to start, and then see how it works. That's more.
You can still figure out what things do, right?
Well, I mean, I can do it mildly. Dahrian's the best man to ask, but he's staking out things right now.
Okay.
yeah, he's making sure we can still save the guy. Sorry.
Dahrian's
'Cause
checking in mentally, like, no, this kid is definitely not happy. He is not having a good time. This is not fun. The minions are now calling out, if this man has hidden silver in your house, now is the time to come and turn it in. Do not let his sins drag you down. And there are a few people who are coming out like, oh, he must have hidden this fork in my house, and then it gets added to the little pile. So eventually this, young man is weighed down with little bits of silver and things that have been stuck into the ropes on his thing, and he's a little silver offering now marching around.
Oh dear.
Copy that.
It's fun. I get
We're
to do
on
this
our
every once in a
way.
while. And you make your way out
Do you
of
have
the
any
town.
questions?
He needs the mask to destroy her? Why? Is she super powerful?
It's think of it like a wizard's wand or wizard's staff for him. It gives him abilities. He's an older human man. Like a magic item. Kind of like your sword. Gives him a little... I don't really know. He could be bullshitting us for all I know.
I believe it was implied that the mask allows him to dominate masses of people and bend them to his will.
Wait,
But I may have inferred that.
what?
Beyond what
I-
he was implying.
Why would you give that to somebody?
I feel like I missed that detail.
I feel like I also missed this detail. Let's come to
That
such
was
a
what I-
conclusion.
That's what I
Was-
took from his words. I
What?
may
Was
have
there
added
something
a
to
little bit.
suggest that? No, I'm genuinely curious, DM. Was there something to suggest, like, mass mind control?
I think he did mention of people will rally behind me if I have it. I think was the closest thing we
Ah.
got.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
that
you could,
was-
I
that
guess
was
you
the
could read
implica- or
that that
the-
way. That wasn't
Maybe I read more into it than he said, but
wasn't
That's
an
what it-
intent.
that's what it sounded like.
I'm
All
like
the more
desperately
reason to
scrolling,
figure
like,
it out.
What? I don't think it does that.
Rapidly pulling up the item.
All the more reason to figure out what it does before he has it.
Yeah, for sure. Because if you need a mask to rule, you're not much of a ruler. Just ask Dahrian. He doesn't use a mask, and he's totally our leader.
Absolutely.
He's the best leader.
The only leader we need.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear that, Dahrian? You're the
He's-
best leader.
He's
You're
just
what?
a good guy.
You're what?
Well, don't
Sorry,
tell him I said that.
can't hear you over the
'cause
noise of the
it'll go
crowd.
to his head.
What was that?
Oh, I didn't say that you said it. I was saying it for the sake of saying it. Ain't that nice?
Yeah.
So yeah.
What else could we tell you?
Maybe the temple. Maybe about the riddles. Should we stop there on the way? Because I think the death. I think the death
I am
pit
not
is
solving
it's on the way.
riddles for you.
Oh no, we already solved it.
Do you know who's the best riddle master? Tann over here. He's a genius.
I guess so. I did alright. I put letters together. I found a name in a ring.
I'd like to point out to you, Tahir, that reading books doesn't make you smart.
Oh, I know that.
Smart.
I'm a complete fool half the time.
Yeah.
By the way, I did get 2 new books. See, this is like I got this one that's on the history of the, and then he pulls out like all of his the books he just purchased. Oh, and I got this scroll but not a scroll of Globe of Invulnerability. Pretty cool stuff.
That could be helpful.
Magic bubble that make magic go away.
Did you
Oh.
figure out how to copy it in or no?
I will need some ingredients.
Oh.
It is very worth more than I can afford right now. You see,
How much do you need?
Oh boy, I need at least, I think a day and 300 gold worth of paper or something like that.
Can we get paper? We're in town. There's
Oh.
got to be paper here.
Oh yeah, we met the wonderful bookkeeper who sold me this stuff. He probably has paper, but we're a little busy at the moment. Apparently I can hear the kids' cries from here.
He got me this hat too, but I think I told you about that already.
You're right. We could be dead in an hour.
Sure.
That reminds me, Tann, are you going to stay as the Tahir this entire time?
Yeah,
Or
like
should you
like
change
diving out of the
No.
way. Children are screaming.
Walking around town as a Bahir, probably not a great idea. But
Perhaps
you,
go
you
back.
do you.
Perhaps go
There's
back to my
really-
grandmother.
Oh yeah, let me return back to Grandma Babushka, and he's going to dip into an alleyway, so that way no one can see him, and then he's going to step out, looking like a very, very, very old, creakly, but also like super like thick with a big like tableclothy skirt, orc grandma.
That's our grandmother.
Hey there, dearie.
See? Fits right in.
Woohoo. Such a good grandson.
Any questions? Anything? I feel we have a little bit of time to get there still.
So, Andry,
no.
as you're looking around this town, now getting a chance to see it with your own eyes as compared to the fevered ramblings of the madmen that are on your team, you're able to see that this city has suffered riots and basically street-to-street warfare over the last year. It is very obvious that the uprising that took place in the town to topple Shadar-kai from power was not an easy one, and there have been ongoing fights. You can see that many people have shuttered their lower doors, barred up their windows, closed many of the shops and facilities. The part of the town that you had come out in was once a well-known jeweler and crafting area that's entirely shut down. There's just one lonely little store, still open there, who's got a gnome that just gives Blitz a big thumbs up as Blitz goes by. Apparently he knows something that Blitz also knows. Pokemon Talon, thank you for the follow there. you can see as you get past a little ways down away to the southern side of the city where the entrance to the gate would be. Looks to be where the workers and then some of the slums are. So lower part of the town, and the S flows downhill in this town as well. Ahead of you to the east where you're heading, you can smell even from this distance a perfume scented air, but it's a harsh smell. Even from several blocks away, it's not the fragrance that you would want. It's all that underlying stuff, the stuff that makes the fragrance smelly. If you've ever walked into a locker room after everybody's just been like spraying it, or if you happen to be in the same car as like your older aunts or grandparents maybe, when they're just like absolutely dousing themselves with it, because it'll fade on them by the time they get out of the car, but while you're in the car you can kind of swallow it just from the amount of it in the air. It's that kind of taste sensation as you're approaching where the Hulwa district, where the unguents and lotions were previously made. All the buildings have collapsed in. You can see everything's kind of sloping down towards a sinkhole. There's piles of rubble here and there. Dahrian's kind of beckoning you over, and hopefully will be joining us in the next minute or two, and kind of indicating, hey, over this way. You're kind of making your way around. You can see a real big pit in the middle where everything's kind of collapsed inward, and there's an actual hole there. You can see steam or something kind of making its way out of there, probably the particulates that you're tasting, and then piles of rubble scattered around. On the far side of the pit, they're starting to prop that pole up. The child, young adult, festooned with little bits of silver, kind of hooked into the string, or in little pouches on his body. The two that are setting it up look to be those minions of Set, infernal in nature, and possibly why they're not affected by the obvious smell that they must be almost bathing in at this point.
This place smells rank.
Blitz, what did you buy?
I received a bedecking.
You
a
did?
Blinging. A blinging? I believe that's what it's referred to. Yes?
You don't look any different to me.
Most of it's still in the shop. It will take some time. Once we deliver this tiara and return, he will fully bedeck me. He's going to bedeck me so hard.
Are you planning on delivering? I thought that person was evil.
I have signed a contract that states I will deliver this intact, but what happens after that is, I suppose, up to us.
Did it actually say intact? Because we could destroy it and then deliver it to her.
Oh no, this is a long form bill of lading.
I'm not reading that.
The jeweler, Mr. Sparklestone, was very careful about what he had you agree to.
What were the conditions to that? To the returning, or not returning, but to the delivering of the tiara?
Basically, to be delivered in good condition and in a timely manner. 2 Skabat at the palace. 1 palace drive.
Were we told what a timely matter is?
I mean, you can take that up with Skabat if you fail to deliver it in a timely manner. Sparklestone was very much CYA. He was very much covering his buttocks.
That's true. They do have our delivery initials now.
I would say a 50% discount qualifies for priority shipping.
What
And
are
it's like
your
2
initials?
blocks away.
Yeah, what does
What did you
Blitz's-
write?
Yeah.
Did you write?
It's BK, isn't it?
You got
I
Mr.
imagine he had
Chuckle. Is this possible?
I imagine he had a stamp Did he just pull it out one? Maybe open up his knuckle and just boom, stamp the paper.
Property of Strixhaven. Strixhaven
Probably
Moral
still using
Department.
a Varkus's ring.
Andry's gonna bend over to Bowser and be like, you need to take better care of him. Make sure he doesn't do anything dumb, because this seems kind of dumb.
Bowser's like, woof.
I'm gonna take that as a yes, sir. Okay. Are we saving this kid, or
Yes, and I have
what's
devised.
your plan to do that?
All right. He looks towards you, and immediately shifts his attention towards Tann. Tann,
Yeah.
you still got that mind messaging, right? I can't do it, but you can.
Wait, repeat the question?
You got the
Oh.
mind messaging thing, right? That you just talk to someone directly.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Congratulations! I now pronounce you a Sphinx God.
Hey.
They're-
I don't know anything about Sphinx gods.
Think of the same way you talked to Skelly back in the other town, Demetrius Fist. Just that
I
same
am your-
pronunciation.
Wow,
I am
that
your
worked out
guy.
really well. I like this plan. I'm
Who?
just gonna stand back here and watch.
No. Here's what the master plan that I'm thinking of that's going to be completely insane.
Yeah.
So first, we're going to need your hat and your messaging.
Okay. Done.
Great. Those steps are marked off. Second,
Got 'em.
we're going to need you to message him stating in your wonderful voice, "Hey mortal, I need you to chill out. We're coming to rescue you. Don't
Oh,
act suspicious."
Him being the kid.
Yes, him being the kid. The crying
Okay.
child. Yes.
Well, I gotta make sure, because we've got several bodies at work here.
Uh-huh.
I need to make sure I am communicating with the correct bodysuit. Okay. Can
We
do.
need code words. What's the code word for the kid going to be? Andry, you got something?
Meat?
Alright, meats. Excellent. Alright, so the goat is gonna the goat's gonna message meats to calm down as the deity. And then once the kid calms down, once the meat has calmed down, we need him to also act out that he's being sacrificed.
You know the meat.
Because by the time he gets pushed, by the time meat gets pushed down into the pit, I will teleport him away to WizKid's position.
Sounds
I w-
good.
With me so far, and then once meat
Aren't
is
you
pushed-
WizKid?
I am WizKid. I'm teleporting meat right to WizKid. That's
Okay.
correct, big guy. And what we need is big guy, Blitz, not Blitz, big guy, hunk, good, and Cookie to be our body blockers. Yeah, protect meats from being sighted by the rest of the people.
Don't let them see the meat.
So what we're going for is a hunk of meat cookie?
Yes. And then once the hunk of the big guy is blocking the view, we can get the goat to put the goat's head on the meat to change the meat's appearance. So
Okay.
the meat can get away scot-free.
Sounds like
So-
a plan. And we're waiting for him to be pushed into the pit.
Yes, but the meat needs to act like he's being sacrificed so we don't get suspicious.
Okay.
Because I can teleport him out like that.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
He just
Oh yeah, I
needs
get.
the meat just needs to comply.
Okay,
I need the meat's consent, okay?
you got it. I will receive. I will receive consent from the meat.
Any questions?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so as this fantastic plan is coming together, Dahrian has just made their way around the rubble and will be joining you momentarily to get at least one word of wisdom in before this fantastic plan executes.
Yay! Oh, that was perfect timing.
Our words of wisdom.
Hey there, team leader.
Hey, Cookie, what's up?
Oh,
Cookie, you might have your, might still be baking in the oven a little bit.
can't hear you.
Cookie might be a little, muted right now.
What did you guys do to Cookie? He can't talk.
He
How
seems-
are we supposed to get his approval for this plan?
Is this better?
Yep,
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Cookie,
Team
do you need me to
leader.
rehash- You need to rehash the plan. You know,
So-
you know how there's the A team? We're like the Q team.
So
We're like
Not
they
even.
hit the blow.
For the last hour or so, you have been following that procession that had the young man strapped to the pole. Basically, they took a parade through all of the districts of the city, and as they were marching around, they were loudly declaring that this young man was harboring silver, refusing to give it in, and has been hiding it throughout the city. If this young man may have hidden silver in your home, now is your opportunity to bring it out and, sacrifice it as is good to the serpent of the pit. The kids obviously protesting, no, but a couple of people are like, oh yeah, he was definitely the one who hid this silver fork or these silver pieces in our home. We're innocent. And so, sin upon sin has been laid at this young man's feet, and now he's been marched over to a massive sinkhole in the sweet district of the town where the Holwa, that unguent and lotion was being produced. They've kind of propped that pole up in a little spot that's obviously had many poles set in there before. Behind it is a sort of a coiled snake statue, effigy, shrine. It looks like it was hastily constructed and not very well crafted, but it's obviously snaky in nature and serves to kind of prop up this pole. The two doing the propping up are the minions of Set, the infernal beings which you've dealt with in the past. They are armored and carrying their kopeshes. And the party has just been working out how they could handle this situation as you were making your way without too much noise around the rubble to now join them. And so we'll turn it back over to the party and describe and execute this plan.
And just a question: how many other people besides the two and the child that is being referred to as meat?
Yes, only you picked that up.
I
Only
did.
those two came close enough to the ledge. The rest of the parade sort of peeled away. The citizens looking like they were basically running back to their houses to hide. The soldiers looking like, yeah, we only really want to send that type of soldier this close to the pit. And it is a foul-smelling pit. Rising up out of this are fumes, basically all the nasty stuff in perfumes that would carry the scents. It stings the eyes, and you haven't really got close enough to look down straight into the pit, but looking across to the other side, the fumes that are rising up get thick enough that you can't see to the bottom. You could see maybe 20-30 feet of wall, and then it's just all sort of misty nastiness trying to rise up out of there.
Okay. And does it appear that they are going to dump this kid in there, or is this going to be like a Jessica Lange Kong thing where they just are putting him out there and something's going to come up and get him? Or is there any way to tell?
Looks to be the Kong type, especially since the post is not being really fixed in. It's just sort of laying out there, so something's probably going to come get him and the pole.
Gotcha. Okay.
We need to reevaluate.
I've
Well,
He's not
devised
being
a
pushed.
second- I
This is
devised a
all in our
second-
heads, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I devised a second alternative solution to this problem.
What's that?
We are meat lawyers. Come to defend them in this time of need. I'm not hearing any approval.
I mean, worth a
I
try.
like it.
Do you want
we
to-
want
do
to
you
go
want to
down into that tunnel, right?
Eventually, yes.
Oh, not
Okay.
right now.
I don't
'Cause
think
I could make that happen right now.
I absolutely agree with you. I believe we all can make that happen right now. All we have to do is just jump right in.
Oh, I was going to be a little more crafty about it, but if
Go
that's the way you
on.
want to go,
Go on, big guy. What do you got?
I got silver. I could claim that he was just holding the silver for me. They should sacrifice me instead.
Oh. Do you think that'll work, or they'll just shove you both down?
Well, either way, we'll be able to save the kid.
I mean, we are jumping down there anyways.
Well, and I can fly down there. I didn't know if he was going to get shoved in, I could fly over that way invisible. And when they dropped him in, I could catch him.
You can fly and be invisible?
Yes.
Well.
This is why you're our team leader.
You've got the best gear.
Yes, my fly would only last 1 minute, but if this creature is going to come and grab him, perhaps that may not be the best choice.
Andre's going to step forward.
It is good to see you, Andry. Oh,
Yeah,
by the way,
yeah,
when did you get here?
I'll be right back.
It's
Maybe not. Gentlemen.
And they
I'm gonna
both sort of
address
like
the-
whip their heads around and look at you, like, and they start to raise their kopeshes.
I
hide
can't
behind
let
a
you
rock.
guys throw that kid into there. He was just holding the money for me. I was making him do it. He was holding my silver, and I'd like it back. And if I have to go down into that hole to get it, then so be it.
And they're sort of like looking at one another. Give me a quick persuasion check.
Alright. So my plan is to actually, like, try and tackle them into the hole,
Okay.
Oh,
if I can get close enough to them. But you want a persuasion check?
Yeah, persuasion check, just to see if you can even get to the point where. That's pretty good.
Oh, 18? Oh, yeah.
That's pretty good. We got here. Wisdom. They're a little confused looking. He is to be sacrificed. You are standing in as his sacrifice.
Yeah. He had nothing to do with it.
If you are willing to cast yourself into the pit, we'll let him go.
Alright. How big are these things?
They're a little larger than human, but not much larger than you.
Alright, I don't want to take one of them down with me.
Alright. Where is the rest of the party at this point? Because I'm assuming you were staying semi out of sight. The map is roughly to scale, so this is about 100 feet away.
Within 90 feet of the sacrifice person. The
Sure.
meat.
So
behind a rock.
So these kind of rubble spots used to be houses or facilities for the making of Holwa. They've just basically collapsed and moldered over the year. A lot of the construction in this area was, adobe, mud brick, etc. So when the sinkhole came and everything started crushing, they started crumbling and losing their structure. So go ahead and spread yourselves out where you would want to be as Andry kind of goes from, yes, I am a sacrifice, to probably a sprint towards one of them. Alright. Looking good, looking good. We're going to go ahead and bring up our turn order. Andry, as you kind of break into a sprint, the jig is up. But we'll say if you are quick enough, you might be able to get a hold of them before things go off. So let's see here. We got initiative there. We got initiative there.
Oh dang, Tahir, you're rocking it. Oh. Is there still like a crowd of people?
No, crowd of people want nothing to do with this. They faded away as quickly as possible. Even the guards really don't want to be involved here. So it became hang on a second.
So what we do here is not necessarily known to the town.
Correct. Black pudding.
While I'm having this conversation with them, how far away would I be?
I would say you can be about wherever you want to be when you start to run at them. I'd say maybe one step back from there. They're like the pit's over there, and you're like, no, I want to hug you before I go in the pit. They're like, that's suspicious. And then one of them realizes that you're not stopping. And as that happens, that minion moves forward, closing the distance to you. As he steps up, he swings his Kopesh twice at you. Number 1, 19?
That'll hit.
6 points of damage. Swing number 2, a 20 for 6 more. Tahir, you see things have started going down.
Well, I thought my idea was pretty okay, I guess. I guess it's not gonna work. Anyways, let's get him out of here. Whoop.
Sure thing.
Whoop.
Hey, I don't think you can hear me, but I will begin to cast a spell towards meat.
Okay.
And what? So you tell me how he will react, because it feels like a sucking sensation coming from like his center being as he's trying to get pulled into himself. As I cast Vortex Warp.
Until you described it, I would say he would be willing to accept just about anything. But now that you're saying he's tied to a stake and being turned inside out, I think...
Well, that's how it always feels. That's why I asked.
That's not a great feeling. Let's call it an Arcana check. Give me 10 or better on an Arcana to, maybe shout, it's going to feel this way.
You're gonna feel a little weird, kid. Just let this happen. It's you magically twist space around another creature. That's how I envision it being said. Arcana, you said?
Arcana, yeah, I'd say Arcana 10, 14. He's like, it can't be any worse.
I'll put him behind Tann, like right there.
Behind Tann. Sounds good.
Right. And I'll say, alright, you did great, kid. Shoo.
You did great, kid. Say you did great, kid.
I will light my sword on fire with my bonus action.
Sword is on fire. And then we get to find out about one of our friends. Hidden amongst the rubble pile. Black pudding oozes through the timbers. It never shows itself. It's just little glistening spots here and there, and then a pseudopod strikes out at you. It never leaves cover. But we do need to find out whether it's going after meat, Tahir, or Tann. Going from left to right. 2 is the ever-delicious Tann. Tann, a pseudopod stretches out towards you. 18?
Come at me, bro. Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7 points of bludgeoning and 22 points of acid. And if you are wearing your armor is now 1 less than it used to be.
Oh my god. Please don't hit me, bro. Let's see. Alright, so can you go through that one more time? So armor's 1 less than it used to be, so I guess 15.
Yes.
Okay,
So your
and then
armor is
it
a
was
permanent -1.
permanent? Oh
Permanent.
no.
You have to go buy a new set.
Okay. And then
7 points of
pardon
bludgeoning
me.
and 22 points of acid.
Got it. Thank you.
You
Okay.
got it.
all.
Dahrian. Wait. Where's Andry? Andry, where are you in the turn order?
I'm after the
Alright.
10.
You
I got a 4. Yeah.
Oh, did it not?
Yeah, for some
Click the
reason I didn't get
token.
it, but that's okay. I might have deleted it by accident, so let's just get him back where he belongs. Just noticed I didn't have him on there. Dahrian!
I didn't want to click the
Let's-
token because it was a 4.
Let's get a 15. I think we got skipped somehow.
Oh, Blitz. Oh, sorry, you are next. Sorry, Blitz is next. Sorry, I got myself confused there. Blitz is next. Blitz, what do we got?
Hey, no bro. I think let's load up over this rubble. Like around, like so,
Mhm.
and then let out a ear-piercing shriek from his mouth to give this thing a dissonant whispers, try to make it run away.
Distant Whispers on the Black Pudding, and that is a wisdom saving throw. It is going to come up with a 9, and something went bing bing. Hey, thanks for the follow there. And 3d6 of the psychic damage, if you would.
17.
17. On fail, it takes psychic damage, must immediately move away. Target doesn't have, automatically sees. Deafened creature, it is not deaf. And it must move its reaction. At which point I believe that does invoke attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Is there any secret other spellcasters hiding about? You're not a spellcaster. You're not a spellcaster. You're an oozy dude. Yeah, sure, I'll take a swing.
Okay.
Fire sword.
Sword 14 hits.
Bam.
Bam. 12 points of damage there. Tann.
I totally blanked. I was looking at my armor. I'm like, man, I gotta get new armor.
I got a 13 armor in my bag. All you have to do is just take it because no one else wants it.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, sounds good.
Did you want
I would
a
like-
attack of opportunity?
Oh, that's right. We're on attack of opportunity. I was like, whoa, I didn't think it was my turn yet. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Sure.
It won't hurt. Rapier. Let's see. Scroll back down because for some reason I scrolled up. Does 15 hit?
15 does hit.
Nice. Stab. All right, 10 piercing.
10 piercing.
Yeah.
And Tahir, your sword is magical, correct?
Yes,
Tann,
I like to think
is
so.
your sword magical?
No, mine's just a regular rapier.
No, it's not. It's a rapier -1.
Ed,
As,
did you know I have a +1 rapier in my back pockets?
No, I might need one.
as your weapon sizzles and decays. However, two of you have hit it with a melee attack while within 5 feet of it. So both of you will take 8 points of acid damage
Good lord.
as the
Phew.
pudding splashbacks on you.
This thing is stupid.
Blitz, Bowser, any movement or other actions?
Send Echo up to assist Andry versus this guy.
You got it.
And then that's it.
Ooh, actually, that's like 60 feet.
Like, just barely, right?
Oh, has he got 60 feet? Okay,
60 feet fly, yeah.
you got it. Dahrian, over to you.
Move up here. And oops. Sacred Flame on
Sacred Flame.
the Fiend.
On a fiendish minion, a 13 will not pass. 13 points of radiant damage come down on it. Bzot.
And what time of the day is it?
We are into early afternoon at this point.
Okay. All right. My fly, my steps of the night only works in dim light and darkness, so.
It would be bright enough out here. It would get dim down in the mist there, but at the same time, it would also be chokingly bad and eye-wateringly smelly. That's going to bring up a armor who is going to move up alongside Andry. Andry, 2 Kopesh swings coming at you. 1, 2, an 18 and a 19.
19 hits.
19 hits for 8, and that'll bring us over to Tann.
He's crying a little bit on the inside.
Meat is crying a little bit on the outside, so it works.
Twinsies. He is gonna back up one. I mean, it doesn't help much, but he's backing up one, and he can still see the ooze.
You can see the ooze, but it has got 3/4 cover.
Okay, I just need to see him. May I cast Toll of the Dead?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Thank you.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah, Wisdom saving throw.
A 2 does not pass, so that is going to do 14 points of damage there.
Nice.
It has no resistance to that type of damage, so yeah, 14 there.
Nice. I think that's it for me. Bonus action. What the heck? I haven't done this in a while. Bonus action shove. Shove it further away. I don't like it splashing.
Strength save?
Yep. Strength save. Has to be a 16.
Does not. 5 extra feet. Boop.
Every little bit counts. And stay away. Vushka does not want to talk to you right now. Oh yeah, little guy, you should probably run. That thing is nasty. I'm burning like I've never burned before. Worse than my bunions. So please run away. And then now he's done.
Andry.
I have a question. Do these have like wings?
They do not have wings.
Alright, I'm gonna punch this guy.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm not going to do any damage with that, but that's okay.
With an 11, no, you will not. You not even touch him.
Oh, I will reroll that.
Reroll deployed. With a 17, you
17?
will still not hit.
Oh, well, I'll punch him again then.
I believe in you.
Possibly.
No.
Good lord. And I'm going to step between the two of them.
Okay.
And that's my... Oh, and I will rage.
Okay. Help action was ignored. Top of the turn order, Meat's gonna leg it.
Completely forgot about that.
He starts running away. In the meantime, armor minions here are going to attack. 2 Khopesh swings coming in at Andry. Andry, number 1, 23 for 10. Number 2, crits it for 13.
I'll use the Storm Rune to get him to hit his buddy.
You butt.
Ah, that's so mean.
He will elect to force his friend to try and do a saving throw. He passes. They hang on to their Khopesh.
Oh, that's just mean too.
They know how to reverse the blade on these Khopeshes. That's gonna bring us to Tahir. Tahir. What do we got?
Babushka had a wonderful idea that I'm also going to copy. I will toll the dead. The Uzi fella.
Oozy fella. 11 is gonna take all of this.
13.
13.
I will move right next to Bowser with my movement. And which one has advantage on it from the help?
This one over here.
I will Blade Song, and I'll step forward my last 30 feet. I will throw a dart at him. Because, why not? Damn it,
Why
I still have to move closer. I don't want to be closer. Sure, I'm now in dart range. Blade Song active, dart, coming his way. I don't think I've ever used a dart this entire time.
Hey, there's always a first time.
Bam!
22 hits.
Dart! Hell yeah!
5
Minimum
points of
damage!
piercing.
Yes!
It works.
And I stay there.
Alright, that's going to bring us up to our pudding. Our pudding can no longer reach you, but it can come over and reach Andry.
Oh no.
So pudding slithers through, reaches out towards Andry. Andry. Pudding. A 16 is gonna miss. The DM has not been blessed with rerolls. Blitz. What do we got?
Yeah, good question. Holy crap. I'm gonna float over. Sure, I get closer. I don't know that much. These precise measurements are new. Reminded me of Baldur's Gate.
They're approximate precise.
And then that's real close there. This an old trick. This might be the dumb time to deploy it, but he's gonna do it anyway. Is a chest compartment will open up with a little squeak because it's been closed for a long time, and eject a bright green web onto everybody over there.
Oh, everybody including Andry?
I think so. I think it has to be because he's in the middle, right?
It's fine.
Okay. He says it's fine, it's fine. Dexterity saving throw. We'll start with the ooze, or the black pudding. The pudding is not trapped. No, that's Andry. The pudding is super trapped. Andry is not trapped.
Andry is fine.
And my 2 minions. Dex 1, Dex 2.
Go away for a day and they're already attacking me. What the hell?
Webs everywhere. Blitz, anything else?
Assistance on. I guess on the pod. I don't know. The pudding, I mean. I guess, I don't
Assist.
know. Then Buzzer will move up next to Tahir in case he gets attacked by for any reason. That's it.
Your cat is now stuck in the web going, help me!
Oh, yeah.
He's like, why? Why would you do that? So somewhere in here is a little cat stuck in a web. Dahrian.
Dahrian's gonna move up here, and he's gonna hit that same one with the sacred flame. This guy.
Sure can. Minion said.
Dex save at disadvantage, right? Or do they automatically fail if he's restrained or whatever?
Restrained is at least disadvantage. Doesn't matter either way, it's gonna hit, and that's gonna do 15 points of radiant damage there. There is not much of that left, and Lyraluth, thank you for the cheer. And Dahrian, anything else?
I think that's it.
Awesome. That is going to bring up a web restrained and a minion. That minion is disadvantage of dex or anything of those. Thank you very much there. That minion is not immune to the things I want it to be immune to. It will attack with disadvantage on Andry. Andry. 26
That'll hit.
for 11 points of slashing damage. It will then follow up with another swing. A 20 for 9 points of slashing damage. That'll bring it to Tann, as these minions seem barely encumbered by their webs.
Yes. He is going to kind of dip around the corner for a moment, stare angrily, and kind of glare at the ooze again, and do another Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Just work on that guy, because that's gonna take a minute.
A 0.
All right.
12 points
Except
works.
my except my 12, please.
Sure.
I think that's it.
Andry.
I will attack this guy as I pull out my greatsword.
You have the advantage.
Actually, I'll use the longsword.
You still
Never
have advantage. Pair of 24s. 10 points there, plus 3 now for raging.
Yes.
That's 13.
Aren't you also a zealot, right?
I sure am. So plus their d6 +1 for a little fury damage.
It's enough that discorporates one of the minions.
I will work on the second one.
Bum, bum,
Still at
bum.
advantage, right?
Still at advantage. They're restrained and you are not. 25 hits. Another 13 there. That's not enough yet.
Do I want to use the bonus action? Probably not. No, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Tahir.
I didn't expect that fella to die right away. Okay. This fella, big old slimy boy, gonna get his bell rung again. Go
He's
cast Soul the Dead. It seems to work.
our little puddin'.
Poor pudding.
Oh,
Little puddin'.
no more little puddin'.
And I will
Yes.
once again throw a dart at this lovely fella right here.
You got it. Advantage on the dart.
So many darts.
17 will
Dang it.
not do it.
My dart got caught in your web. It's too much. That's it.
Blitz, what do we got?
Alright, cruise around. Oh, I can't get up in there. He's fluttering around the outside like a moth. Yeah, I'm just gonna fly right in. Might get stuck in my own web, but if so, I could drop it at will, right? So let's see what happens.
Sure,
I see.
dexterity
Boom.
saving throw as you fly on in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know the way around my own web like the back of my hand. And then pack a wallop.
With advantage. "22 hits, 26 is plenty of damage. No more minions.
Drop the web.
Whoop, 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 whoop,
We
whoop.
saved meat.
Oh yeah.
Where'd he go?
Zoom.
He
Oh, I
ran
told-
away.
Yeah, we told him to run. He's been through enough today. Don't know what tomorrow's gonna look like for him since he was on a parade, but
I
yeah.
touch your arm, Tann, and say good job, and you get 21 hit points back.
Oh, so good. Thank you.
To the north, there is no longer the trio of figures shown, but there is still that rather serpentine looking statue.
Is that what, like, this... Sorry, hold on. Is
Yeah,
that what that
thing right there
thing
yeah.
represents?
It's
Okay.
kind of like a serpenty motif like altar.
Is there still, like when he got teleported out of there, or like when Meat got teleported out of there, are there still bits of silver left behind from that was just kind of like shoved into the... Hey, Andry,
Uh-huh.
can I borrow your muscles for a second?
Sure.
Cool. I'm curious what this thing looks like. Would you be willing to put one of the bodies on the pool, and then we can hide and see what he looks like when he comes out? He'll go, "How?"
Alright.
Cool.
I'll drag both the bodies over there and strap them to the pole. I
I'll
think
start
that's what
putting-
you want, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And he's gonna start putting like bits of silver in and like around. Should we take some of the silver or no?
How much is there?
We'll find plenty of silver at the bottom of the hole. It's fine.
Oh yeah, true, because we're gonna go down there anyway. Okay. Tann would like to take a look at the snake idol.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get
Maybe-
too close. Those things wake up.
Sure. Give me a quick religion or investigation.
I think they're both about the same. Let's see. Yeah, they're both about the same. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Okay.
So
4.
the design means something. You're certain of it, but you're like fork and mashed potatoes at this point. You can't quite figure out what it means. It's eluding you the purpose of this thing.
What are you thinking, Tann?
Currently
what are
nothing.
you thinking, Goat?
Currently, I'm thinking how much the spaces between my chain shirt are burning. A little less now, thank you to Dahrian, but it's a little distracting. Would you be able to lend me a hand?
Sure, I can do that. Perhaps brush yourself off, get a nice glass of your favorite beverage, and we'll be on our way.
Sounds good. He's gonna press digitation as he kind of moves away from the spot that the lizard is known to leap from.
Tahir, you still got that weapon, right?
Which one?
Well, Tann's is kind of messed up.
Oh, you mean my rapier that's been handed down from generation to generation of Lizanos? Yes, the one that's no longer being used.
It's not like Tann uses a weapon very often, but it might be handy for him to have something. Like, look at that thing. I'm pretty sure if she hit something with it, it would just shatter.
The end is just kind of drooping.
We don't want Babushka to have a droopy sword, if you know what I'm saying.
That's right, dearie. No droopy swords for Babushka.
My sword kind of has a droop to it already, but that's besides the point. Do you want the +1 rapier, Babushka?
If you are comfortable gifting it to me, I promise to use it basically never, to keep it in good condition.
Great.
Sparingly is good.
Yeah, sparingly.
Well, let's hope I don't get disarmed anytime sooner, or I'm left with the whip. And then he'll pull out his rapier and hand it over to Babushka.
Thank you. He's gonna swap it out and I guess hold on to it for now. Maybe eventually toss it into the pit, but he's gonna wait a little bit until they're for sure clear of potential dangers.
I wonder if the lizard likes pudding.
I'm not touching that thing. It's
We
touched
think
me
it's-
enough.
So what do you want me to look at? It was the altar or something?
Oh yeah, that's right. Can you take a look at the altar and see what this means?
Sure.
Well, it's a snake for starters.
It is a snake. Could I get a religion or an investigation at disadvantage?
I'll do religion. Why not? $11.
Sorry, the religion was not a disadvantage. Only if you were trying to do the
Oh.
same thing again. So,
No,
sorry,
it's
religion,
religion.
or, comma, at disadvantage. So 26 actually is what you would have got there. So, the way that it is designed, you are expected to kiss the snake.
What does that mean?
Sure. So it's a big coiled up serpent.
I got
And
that.
It's got
far.
a mouth, and you're gonna kiss it. You're like,
Are you
that is
sure about this, Tahir?
100%. That is what you're supposed to do.
In my many decades of studying occult, religion, and other sorts of weird practices of religions, I think this is the third weirdest.
La 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 la, my oh my, we're gonna kiss the snake.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
What is it gonna do if I kiss the snake?
My guess is it will probably summon the serpent, because they have to contact it somehow, and he hasn't come yet.
And to
Alright,
hear
you
you're
wanna
able to
stand
expand
back?
a little bit on that is as you're kissing it, you're gonna want to give it a little puff of breath there. It will act, sort of as a big horn.
Horn.
Oh.
You know, I've heard of stories of using a horn to summon a serpent that's the size of the world. Let's hope it's not that. If it is, we're doomed.
I mean, let's take a look at the size of the pit. Can't be that bad, right? Unless the world is 100 feet. I think we're okay. But then again, that's the width. We don't know about the length. That could be a whole different monster.
Whoa,
Just-
whoa.
Whoa, whoa. My oh my. That boy too shy.
Can anybody see through this smoke?
I'd be asking you that question. You're the best person for this kind of job.
So
With all sorts of vision.
looking down on the angle from where you are, you can see about 30 foot of wall, and then it starts getting to the point where the mist is starting to obscure it, and then it's just all foggy nastiness down there. Andry, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Do I
My,
recall?
oh my.
Can somebody cast wind of some kind or something? Is that you, Tann?
17.
Andry, you're too close.
I can like redirect whatever the current wind is. I don't have necessarily a wind spell.
Okay.
Yeah. So like whatever the weather is right now, if there's a way to like within a sphere, I could like redirect the wind in a different direction.
Yeah. Andry, you have to backpedal a little bit as some of the clay starts to give way, and it's a sinkhole. The edges of it are not particularly firm, but you don't go down with it.
Well, that was close.
I thought the idea was to go down. We're going to kill this thing, right?
I believe so, yes.
Unless he's a true lad, then that will be a different story.
Now, okay, so if you blow into that thing, it comes up and gets these two people that I have strung up here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think we'll be able to attack it before it gets to do anything other than that?
I cannot know for sure because I don't exactly know what it is.
It occurs to me the beast may be intelligent.
He can make
Or sh-
contracts and likes offerings.
Should we sneak down there and try and surprise it?
You see Tahir just look at the smoking hole that's just in the middle.
Is that magical? That smoke? It's just fog.
Well, this was a fragrance district, so all those chemicals probably all got mixed up and jumbled in there and just makes that now.
This amulet that I have that I can see invisible things and stuff. Do you think that would help? I'm gonna take
I'm not-
that as a no.
It was too real to be magical, if you catch my drift. Get drift because it's drifting up into the... Okay, I know it was a bad one, wasn't it? So who's gonna blow the snake horn?
I could do it with some haste. But then again, I just got revitalized. Maybe I shouldn't.
You also
Put myself in
appear to
danger
be
again.
you also appear to be a snack to every single creature we've come across so far. That's
I
not
know.
been a person. So
True.
Do you taste really good, Tann?
I mean, I've had I've had goat before, and think it's pretty tasty.
go on.
Wait, isn't that just like eating yourself? Isn't that cannibalism?
No, goat and me are two totally different things. We just
Oh.
look similar. That's like asking if you taste like monkey brain.
Have you had monkey brain before? That's interesting.
No, I've heard it's not that great though. Like kind of like gooey. but like also firm.
Gooey but firm.
Yeah. Sorry, Casey.
You guys, I will blow the horn if you guys think it will call this creature.
I'm thinking, Blitz, do you want to come up here, and if it comes up, we'll take a big hack at it?
Yes.
And because I was going to blow the horn, but I didn't think I could do both.
I will blow the horn.
Sure. Dahrian kisses the snake and gives a little puff. It resounds through that. It gives like that low droning hum, and then eventually comes out the far side, kind of noise. It echoes. You can hear it bouncing around off the muddy walls and rubble. Down in the pit, you can hear something moving around. Something big. It's splashing through liquid. You can hear it repeatedly slapping against the damp rocks and puddles that must be below. That mist starts to rise up. It was maybe 30 feet down, and then 20 feet, 15, 5, and it starts to spill out over the lip. It continues to sort of bubble up from below as whatever's down there is stirring those fetid waters into a froth and sending that up. The smell is horrible. You can smell that perfumey background, but in it something infernal. I believe you've dealt with ichors before and have collected such things, so it has that sort of taste of evil on top of that perfume. It washes out and begins to lap against the edges down by your feet. In a minute or so, it'll probably be up to your waist and gusting up to your faces for the shorter of you. Are you hanging around?
Or
I think that means everybody's maintaining a position.
Yeah.
So,
Where is? I take it I should probably be here. Is that where the thing is?
yep, so that would be behind. So, could everybody who's in the area, which is everybody, anybody who needs to breathe and is not immune to poison, or is not immune to poison, please give me a Constitution saving throw.
oh,
We do have 2 rerolls.
I might want to use one here.
Wait, I think we have one reroll. I believe one was already deployed.
Oh. Whoops, my bad.
Don't worry, Blitz. You don't need to breathe. It's okay.
I do not. Yeah, I don't think Blitz needs to breathe. Tann, I'm not sure about.
Oh,
I do not need to breathe.
Okay, so you two are in the clear.
I got a 19.
I might need to use a reroll here.
Tahir
Oh,
or Andry?
yeah. I think for breathing or poison resistant stuff, big
Go
guy.
ahead, Tahir. I'll be fine.
You are far too kind.
All right. Only Andry is affected by the choking gas. Andry, you are not able to do anything except for cough and retch as something
that was weird.
finally emerges.
I apologize. I have advantage against being poisoned.
Oh, nice.
Oh, still 11. That's
I was trying to give him a +4. I don't know why I rolled a d20, but I was trying to give him a +4. It didn't
Still would not make it past there,
Alright.
but it is difficult to see in this choking mist. You get the impression of something large coming up from the pit. It's not as big as you might have feared. A large creature, long-bodied serpentine. Its eyes a multifaceted insect-like, but otherwise very similar to a king cobra. It moves up over the edge, sees you, or appears to perceive you, checks itself, and then turns to move back down.
So just like check things out and then just is turning back to the pit?
It's returning to the pit. We're going to bring up the turn order. I'm going to go ahead and click into it. Tann.
Attack it or no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe?
I think so.
Sounds like a yes to me. That's great. I am outfitted with murder spells, and he sends out a firebolt at the snake.
Firebolt at the snake. Your firebolt whoos right through it.
Oh. Is it testing us?
It was unexpected.
I think I already
Anything
have my
else?
answer. Yeah, I think I already have my answer, but what happens when I try to do the... Well, actually, I don't think I'm close enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, too far away. Never mind. That would be it.
You got it.
Or actually, I'm
Ooh.
sorry. I was like, I can move. Duh. So I'm gonna move just close enough, while still kind of being by my rock. Try to do the shove, and then like dip back again.
Sure. You try to do your shove, but you don't feel the resistance you normally get.
Okay, I had a feeling that would be it anyway. Okay, all right, yeah, sorry, that was it.
Andry, you are choking and gasping. Dahrian.
Seems it's an illusion. I say in my mind.
In my mind.
Or in our minds. I say that.
Is this all an elaborate ruse by an arcane trickster who wishes to steal the city's silver?
Thank you.
My
Possible.
gods.
That's
Huh.
clever.
And he would have gotten away with it, too.
Except for those damn kids.
And their dumb dog, too.
Dahrian, any actions aside from accusations?
That threw me off. Move around kind of behind this statue and hold an action for something more solid, I suppose.
Sure.
I'll prepare a cantrip. I'll just
Blitz.
toll the dead or something.
You got it?
Yeah. I think I'll wait and try to figure this out. Is there anything you could do to try to
Sure. I think an
see through an
arcana.
illusion type
and-
of deal?
Yeah, I think an arcana or a perception.
All right.
So you don't think it's an illusion, because an illusion you would expect to react to the firebolt to try and convince you that it's still there. This is something else, but you're having trouble nailing down what immediately. Maybe it's just a little off kilter on your sensors. You have it in your visuals, but it's not disturbing the mist. The firebolt didn't interact with it.
Perhaps it is somehow ethereal.
Ooh, Tann did look just like this when Tann got stuck in the ethereal.
Huh. I forgot how I got stuck in the ethereal.
I believe you have a potion of etherealness, and you were just going a little too crazy with the magic while you were, as a player, not available one day.
Yeah, that sounds right. Oh yeah, that's right. That would explain it.
Shoot, man. Me as a player, I don't know how to deal with that, but I guess Blitz will try to figure it out for his turn. I guess I don't know.
Sure.
Just
So I
about
think Blitz is minding out ethereal to here.
I don't have any spells that could affect something on that plane. I lie! I do have a spell!
You do?
I got one spell that can trap something that's ethereal, but I don't know if this is him. This seems way off kilter for what I think it should be. So I'm gonna save it just for now, just in case. I want to see if this guy is trying to mess with us. I want to see if he's hiding somewhere else. If he's skulking in the shadows like an invisible creature would. I don't know. I just don't. There's not enough there to support me hitting this guy quite yet.
All right, that's going to bring up the serpent, and the serpent descends back down into the pit. We'll step out of turn order for the moment. What's the party doing?
Is it?
It will be a little while dissipating, but it's not so bad that you can't handle it now that it's not being churned up.
Well,
So do we think that was the creature?
That can't be it.
What if there isn't a creature? What if it's just a trick for her to take all the silver?
but silver's beyond her. She's only interested in gold and platinum.
Beneath her.
We discovered this. Thank you, Meat.
No problem.
Something just feels off. This is the creature that helped them turn the tides of the war, and he didn't do anything here.
Would an ethereal creature be able to eat meat? Were meat still here?
Do we know if because I know they've been throwing in silver. Are the human sacrifices common? I'm assuming they happen enough if they have a pole there, dedicated to it.
So you
Sorry.
had heard that sacrifices were being made, and they were frequent enough early on, less so now. But early on, many sacrifices. Now it's troublemakers and examples.
Did we have any problems looking at this thing's face?
No, just seemed. I mean, there was mist. It was a serpent. It had bug eyes.
The description we were given was that the face. What was it? No one had laid eyes on its face? Something like that. Its face was shrouded in mystery. What was it? There was some kind of thing. Remember the bartender?
Yes, and Thurikad also mentioned that as well, but none of them have lived. So it is a physical being that's just not here yet.
Sorry, I thought there was something at the door, but I'm good.
There are creatures in the wild that use illusory or optical tricks to lure their prey, and then they strike. I wonder if this may be something like that. Perhaps the creature itself is much larger, and it leads with this in order to fool us in some way. Either defensive or offensive.
He's saying it's trying to mislead us.
It has worked.
Oh, I mean, yes, we did just let it go on its merry way. All I know is we're gonna have to go into that hole no matter what, just to find this damn mask.
Well, let me scroll through my memory banks here as how this particular spell works. I could. It is possible for me to go down into this pit without it being me and investigate.
Are you saying some sort of misdirection?
I believe the spell is called Mislead. I will stay here, invisible, and it creates a counterpart of myself that I can see and hear through this illusion. It can go down and see if there is a larger creature here.
If you can
To
look
see
through it
what is-
yourself, that's great.
Say what?
If you can look through it yourself, that's amazing.
Yes.
It sounds not unlike what we have hypothesized the creature is doing to us.
You
That
think
is-
he was misleading us while we mislead him?
That's correct.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
How turntables turned it.
How the turntables.
How the
If you
chair
think
stand.
that would be wise,
Gives us an idea what's at the bottom instead of just all feather falling to our infinite doom into a pool of caustic perfume scents.
yes. It will last an hour.
You guys don't want to just take out the girl in the castle, right? Just checking
Not-
for a friend.
Not yet.
Well, there's an item that we need to retrieve from here.
Okay, if she controls this thing, don't you think she would have that item?
It is believed that it is in this hole because she did not have the capability of utilizing it. Also, these are two separate entities. They don't work together in the sense you think. It's more of a contractual obligation she hired the serpent on.
And
They're not like bros.
Yes, and the woman in the castle was unable to utilize the item. I think it was something that was.
Oh, like a Mitra set kind of thing, where if
Yes,
I'm a
yes.
guy with Mitra, I can't use something from set.
Yes, exactly. In this instance, it's a sphinx instead of Mitra
Correct.
or a set. It's a sphinx.
It's like Mask of the Sphinx or something like that. It was called. I can't remember. Chris can't remember. But it was the mask of
Mask
some
of the
kind.
Sleeping Queen.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, and I was gonna ask you, Dahrian. Okay, so if this guy needs this mask to control the people, then he's not much of a leader, right? Speaking as our leader. Does that make sense to you?
Well, I don't know that he needs the mask to control the people. It allows him to draw on the power of these Sphinx gods.
Yeah, but you don't use a mask, and you tell us what to do.
Do I? Do I normally do that? I'm sorry. If that's the case.
No,
And him.
you're our leader. You're supposed to do that.
Well, It's easier to follow someone in a smaller group setting than.
Do you think we
and
should
by
give him the
thousands.
mask? Like, if he can't lead the people without the mask, then why should we give him the mask to lead the people? That doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I believe, though, the mask, if I'm recalling correctly, what he stated was he could draw on the power of these sphinxes. It had nothing to do with controlling the people or leading the people. It had to do with battling the current queen.
It's a magic item for him to utilize for his advantage. It's more of a... He's hoping it uses the symbol to rally the people against them.
Yes.
That's the following part. It gives some powers, is what he's saying, like a spellcaster.
Right.
Just like that little charm of Liralu that you have that just got you a player reroll.
Well, thank you.
I like
Thanks,
that. I like that charm.
I had an
Good charm to
idea.
have.
My favorite deity, Lyra Lulu.
I had an
Love their
idea.
charms.
Mhm.
Well, Dahrian goes around to mislead this creature. What if we look around the disheveled neighborhoods here? Maybe there's other sinkholes that haven't really led into this big one. Maybe there's this an alternative path than just jumping down the big hole of death.
I like trying that. I like that idea.
We keep in communications, look around, see if we can find something.
Alright, I will stay with Dahrian just in case anything happens to his body.
Yes, once I am, if I'm looking through my counterpart's eyes and such, I can't see what is currently right around me. So although I would be invisible, that would be the only protection that I would have. So I would appreciate some guard.
I got you, Dahrian.
So, for this mislead double, the double is visible. The double
Correct.
can move, and you can see out of the double's eyes.
Correct.
The double can fly?
The double is exactly as though myself, if I did my steps of the night,
Okay.
it would affect it as well.
Okay.
It's just simply a double of myself.
You would to wait till it was dim light enough in this area to fly down, you would have to wait at least 3 hours, so that you could get into the shadows and have the double stay in the shadows to get down the edge and into there. Otherwise, you could climb down a little ways, get around the lip, have yourself in the shadows, and then have your double descend further down, but that would be hanging yourself over the edge, or some other thing that I haven't thought of to get you into dim light. But right now there's too much light for that type of flying.
Sure.
Dahrian, it's an illusion, right?
It's an illusion. Yeah.
Can it be dispelled in any sort of way?
Uh,
I ask because what's stopping you from just walking it into the hole?
Well,
To take that one step further, what's stopping us from walking? We have to go down there anyway, right?
A serpent who we don't know is truly a serpent, and the caustic brew of death.
Yeah. I mean, the main purpose of this spell is it would be a way to get eyes down there without anybody actually being in danger until we can see what exactly is in there that we're dealing with.
Blitz.
It's more or less a recon or a reconnaissance mission.
Can you
Yeah.
send your thing down there? If he's gotta like cast a spell and like waste energy.
Bowser and myself can withstand the
I was
fog.
talking about the cat.
The cat.
The winged cat is like currently
not
licking
so
its shoulder,
bad.
trying to get the last of the web off. It like looks death over at you, Andry.
I'll smile at it.
Oh, Tann, do you want my armor?
Yes.
After handing you all of my valuable magic items other than my ring of swimming, I will hand you a +1 studded leather armor.
Ooh, thank you.
So, the winged cat is a familiar. The familiar does need to breathe, correct?
Yeah.
It's a Tressum. Okay. So the winged cat will do a attempted swoop down. Like gives one swoop, two swoops. Like each time it's getting a little bit closer, it's like starting to cough up hairballs. It like comes back up to report back like a visibility is 0, and I will be absolutely retching if I go down there. I'm willing to do this for you, boss. I owe you a lot. I mean, but come on. It's got to be a
Do we
better
have
way.
any solutions for the breathers among us? Perhaps we could tie you all together like a bundle of kindling, and I could carry you down.
Meow.
I thought we were going down. I'm confused. I guess we go with the leader's choice? Do the mislead thing?
Be very handy.
If you want to look around. Can that be killed?
No. I mean, it's literally just an illusion of myself. So, unless somebody could, I suppose you could perhaps dispel that illusion, but I'm not certain that you could target the illusion. You would need to target me, because the spell
And
is cast
you're
on
going to
me.
be invisible, so that'd be impossible, right?
I would
Unless
think
you
so.
had this thing, and I'll hold up my gem of seeing.
That Andry,
Uh-huh.
that lens probably would allow you to see through the mist.
I thought it was real. It doesn't let me see through real things.
It doesn't?
No. Just illusions.
Hmm.
Like if I looked at you while you were invisible, I could see you,
Okay.
but I can't see through like a fog.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, this is what
Giant.
Tahir told me anyways. I don't know. Tahir, do you want this thing?
You can use it.
Can I?
Yeah.
I think it'd be better off with you.
Why would you say that?
Well, because I don't look at things and see illusions.
Probably would have served you well on those staircases about a couple months back.
It would
Have
have,
we-
but you know what? It was tapped out at the time. There was nothing I could
Oh,
do about
I
it.
understand. It's a completely acceptable answer.
Have we checked though to see if this mist is magical or not? I mean, it
No.
behaved
No.
oddly and was seemed to have a particular effect, and it rolled out as the thing came out, which is not typical of normal mists.
Can I blow the horn again?
Sure.
I want to see what happens.
You're like, wah. Horn
Nothing?
echoes through the city. Nothing.
He ain't falling for that twice.
Yeah.
So Andre, do
Apparently
me a favor
not.
and roll 1d20.
Clever.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's just a d20. Could mean anything. A
10.
10. Okay, dokie.
Nice and average. Perfect.
You got mono off of that thing.
It's the snake kissing disease.
I guess
I
we go ahead
propose-
with. Go
I
ahead.
propose the rest of us stay here with Dahrian's invisible body while he projects himself down the hole.
Do
Okay.
you want me to? Do you want me to look down there?
With the glasses,
Yeah.
it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't hurt right now.
All right. I'll
Sure.
go have a look.
You take a look with your special eyes, and you see mist. It does appear to be real mist.
It's real, guys.
All right.
Well, Dar-
Well,
Hold
I
on,
will
Dahrian.
Yes.
Will your doppelganger, whatever it is, will it be able to see in this mist?
Yeah, I would see just like I would see. And
But you can't see in that mist, so
all I'll
correct.
say is we won't know until we get down there. So
Right. I mean, it could be that it's not complete. It could be that it is just, there's nothing above it. It may only be so deep, and then it's open below it.
it's
But
like
we'll
fire
just have to-
safety. You just get
Yeah.
on the ground, hide from the
Now-
smoke.
I'm not certain. I mean, my illusion does not, I wouldn't think, necessarily follow the laws of physics. I think I could take my illusion, just walk off the edge and jump down, and it would just land because it doesn't have hit points. It's literally just an elusive projection of myself. So that I've never used this spell before.
Nope, it looks like an almost perfect spy.
Yeah.
So, one moment as we.
I will cast that.
Ooh,
Chris, I need to use the restroom.
Sure,
Okay,
no problem.
so I will be right back.
No problem. We will stay online so folks can watch the sausage being made, but we'll anybody who needs a bio break, go ahead and take one real quick. And we'll flip over here. We're going to get rid of you and you and you. And you and you.
I will take up the bathroom break offer.
Sounds
You know what?
good.
Might as well.
And something just went. Aww. A cheer. Working on the map. Working on the map.
Do we take a break?
Yep. We're still online, but
Everybody was going. Okay.
yeah, people are scrambling.
There's one. Okay. Give me like one more minute. I'll be
Yeah,
right
take
back.
your time. Take your time.
Well, that looks scary.
What? What looks scary?
Dahrian and oh man, this is going to be another
That'd be
dungeon
great.
grind, isn't it?
What?
I mean, there was only mention of a sewers with a bunch of alligators roaming through it and a serpent in one of the holes.
What?
What's the worst that could happen? What?
Wait, nobody told me that there was alligators in the sewer.
Sorry, crocodiles. My bad. Alligators are American. I just looked it up. An alligator can weigh up to 500 pounds and live up to 50 years. That's scary. How about a crocodile? Oh boy, saltwater crocodiles
Yeah,
can
look
live to 70 years.
Look up the saltwater crocodiles. They're the beasts.
They're the heckin' chunks. Let's see these boys. Look at that guy. Look at that boy. He's a big boy. They can go up to 18 miles per hour.
Yeah, I think they trick you into thinking that they're like super slow and you can just slowly back away. It'll be fine. But yeah, you better turn your ass and run.
They're big chunky boys who can sprint as fast as Olympic runners. No, I'll be okay. They can stay in the zoos or in other places that's not the north.
Yeah, that's why I live in Canada, because there's nothing bad up here. Just bears and mountain lions.
Moose.
I could take one of those.
Right.
Moose? No.
I'd be terrified of a moose. Those guys can take on trucks and live and just not care.
Well, I don't know if they'd live, but
I absolutely think a moose could absolutely tank a truck. I don't know about a 16-wheeler, but a pickup, I would bet on the moose.
I wouldn't want to hit one with my work truck either. Like, no way.
They're enormous.
Yeah. It's probably going to hurt.
Yep, he sure is in that giant hole. An illusory Dahrian has descended into the giant pit.
Let me. I will click that to.
Yeah. So, good news and bad news. Good
right.
news is the illusory double ploy has worked. You descend your way down there, guiding your illusion to climber down the hole. It does not weigh anything really, so you're just basically, using that to control your movement as you make your way down there. After about 20 to 30 feet down, the mist is so thick that you cannot really see at all. You're maybe getting a foot, like you can't even see your hand in front of your face, but with a little bit of swinging your head side to side, you're catching little gaps where you can make out and get very close and interact with the objects around you. You can see that there is a stone wall to the north. There is liquid on the ground. It's up to about mid-knee on your illusory double there where you're standing. As nothing can interact with you, and you have about an hour. You could, foot by foot, make your way back and forth across this area. Is that the plan?
Yes, I will. More or less, what I want to do is find a wall
Mm-hmm.
and just move along it until I can see something. Until anything opens up. But
Sure.
just
Would you like?
follow a wall until I find an opening or something.
So the wall that you're currently on goes either north and west or south and east. Which way would you like to go? Sorry, north and east or south and west?
I will go north.
North. So you start following the wall. We're going to reveal some stuff here. That whole wall to the north, you slowly make your way along till it starts curving again down south.
Okay, I'll just continue to keep following it.
Making your way along.
And I don't think I can speak through it, so I'll just be telling these guys what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you'll have to blink back to them as a bonus action to take control of your body again. So you make your way south along the wall. Because you are blind and deaf until you return.
Oh, okay. So if I was telling them, I wouldn't be able to hear myself. So who knows what I'd be saying or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you gotta come back to yourself. So it's taking some time. You're inching your way along, making your way southward, and then it seems like the wall's gonna head back.
I will just keep continuing.
As you're making your way along, you hear laughter, sibilant hissing laughter in your mind.
Interesting. Something can see me or see the illusion.
Continue making your way along, splashing through the water. Illusory hand held out against the wall. You reach a little cubby and then it begins heading north again. Continuing on, you're almost certain you've made a full loop when you discover a small outlet. Another cubby dug out to the east.
Still mist everywhere?
Still mist everywhere. Still sloshing on the floor.
I will hug this southern wall.
Making your way along. It narrows to the point where you can reach out and touch the other wall on the far side.
Okay. Interesting.
So what you're saying is there's not a big monster down here.
Not that.
The walls move away from you again, one heading south, the northern wall heading north. Continuing to move along, the laughter following you. You can hear splashing from behind you.
Behind me? Okay.
Yep. Reached a little cubby in the wall there. Looked like it was leading somewhere and then closed up again.
Okay. So I can't go further down there.
Can't go
right?
further south. You'd have to head west from there. Coming back out again. This ground is more fractured than the others. You're finding little notches that you find yourself walking into only to bump in and realize it's a little closed crevice. Heading west again. Ignore the line.
So I have, so I can continue this
Yep.
way. Yep. Wall there.
Wall's closed in. You start heading north. Your hand just brushed against something. There's a coin on the ground. It's hard to see, but probably silver. More to the north, you're starting to come across more coins now. Pieces of cutlery, silverware. Now an entire pile of treasure. You almost have to climb up atop it. Yes, this is a hoard indeed. There are mirrors there. Probably would have stepped and broken one had you had your full weight.
Okay, at this point, I'll switch and tell everybody what I'm seeing. That there's a massive treasure hoard of silver and mirrors and various things. There's a small, there's a creature down there. Something was laughing at me. More in my mind. But there is definitely something moving around. When you say this, I heard the splashing. Does it sound like it was more like in this tunnel area?
Yes, it sounded like it was following you into the tunnel.
Okay. Whatever was down there was able to, the tunnel converged, got a lot smaller. I think that whatever this creature was what we were. It was not what we were expecting, but I think it is what it is. I mean, if it was a huge creature, it would not be able to be getting down down this tunnel. So.
I'm wondering if there's just not a creature at all. Just this lady that took over the town that is pretending.
Possible. I'm going to go back and keep looking, though. And switch
Do
everything.
you want us to come down?
Not yet. Not yet. And I will come back down here.
Mm-hmm.
I take it this is the treasure hoard?
Yep, so you're basically now moving atop the treasure pile, and you can see all sorts of things that people would like to have, but right on top, sort of set up so that it would be on display to any that had vision on it, is a mask. It's wood and glass, but with the fog, you're having trouble getting any real sense of color or quality. But likely what Theracod is asking you to find.
Okay.
And back down the other side of the treasure pile. Back to the wall to the north. Starting to bend your way back around.
Okay. Still no sign of anything, right? I mean, no movement in the water.
No
or anything.
movement
I mean, I
yeah, no movement beyond what you're doing. Though you'd have.
Okay, so my illusion would move the water.
Your illusion. No, sorry, your illusion would not move the water.
Okay.
So no movement in the water.
No movement in the water. Okay.
You should try talking.
Yeah, I can't speak through this.
You can use your action.
Oh,
use
I
your
can
illusion,
make it
double up
speak.
to twice your speed, make it gesture,
Oh.
speak, and behave in whatever manner you see fit.
I guess I can make it speak. Okay. I will, as I'm moving out here,
Hmm.
I will have it say aloud, where are you, beast?
You hear that hissing laughter come back. Can't you tell I'm already in your head?
Yes. I heard you laughing, giggling.
Your
Not,
actions amuse me.
Is that so?
It is.
What manner of creature are you?
I am a child of Set. I am a guardian. I am immortal. And I am gifted with great quantities of treasure and offerings. Few are foolish enough to come to my lair. And you have proven yourself not brave enough.
Is that so?
It is.
You know,
You cower above, while you send magics down to stumble about my lair.
Yes. Well, you say you're immortal? Well, I will say we've met some of your kind before, and we found out that they were wrong.
If you've met my brethren, you've only temporarily inconvenienced them.
Oh, I don't know about that. We raised the Tower of Set at Mitra's fist.
That old thing?
Yes.
Failures. Long overdue for a change.
Hmm. So you're the new young buck, eh? You're the next generation of Set's curs?
Young is relative. I seek to replace the brethren that have fallen. I amass favor in my father's eyes.
Lovely home you have here.
I enjoy it. It is fragrant and soothes my scales.
So what name do you go by?
They call me the Serpent of the Pit.
Well, I mean that's not really a name. That's just a thing and a place. What is your name?
Do you wish to
I
offer me
want
your
to.
soul for it?
No, I just want to know the name of one that is about to die.
You are brave for one who cowers above.
Not for long.
Well, then I await you. And when I have made your soul my own, I will be happy to tell it the name of its master.
Fair enough, I suppose. We will be seeing you soon, I'm sure.
And as you're just about to say that, you get a little bit of laughter as your illusion steps into some deeper water and goes in over its head.
Hmm.
But eventually you're able to make your way back out again. And we'll do a little speed reveal of the remaining area as you make your way around. Larger pool, a couple of stones, some deeper waters. But nothing down here.
But I do not see him, huh?
You do
Okay.
not come across him or anything else.
Interesting.
Though at the speed you're moving, if he can see you and you cannot see him, it would be very easy for him to evade you.
Oh, sure. All right. I'll have, once I hit the wall again,
Mhm.
I suppose I'll have it crawl up to the top, I suppose.
Sure. Illusory double pabarng.
And switch back to myself as my illusory double is there and inform them that he's down there. He's somewhere. He avoided my detection, but there was no place that did not have this stench and mist. I assume. I guess I couldn't smell
Yep.
it, but I assume that it's that all that mist is stench filled or whatever.
How is the water?
The water was anywhere from about mid calf to well over my head.
I mean, what was in it, if you knew? Did it seem like you could touch it and it's not going to hurt you type of thing?
So the
Or
illusion couldn't touch it, couldn't
Yep.
taste it, couldn't smell it. When it was under the water, would there be anything really to see? Since it didn't disturb the water, I would say you could pick up that it was definitely not just water. Like, you could see that there was layers floating within it of different grades. So if you imagine like oil on water, there was that sort of striation that you would be able to see as your illusion went down. I think that's about all you could pick up out of it.
Yeah. One could only assume that it's not it wouldn't be potable, and
if it means anything, Dahrian, it is definitely breathable. And you know what you revealed to me?
huh?
I got a use for this ring.
Yeah.
How long was he down there?
So he's got about an hour that he could use up. I would say at
Probably.
something like 60 feet movement. It wouldn't take him too terribly long. Probably 15, 20 minutes total. He could have kind of made a back and forth of the whole area. I'd say 20 minutes.
So do you think, boss? Are we going down there?
He knows we're here. He stated that he wants he wants us to. One thing I did gather from him, though, as with all these creatures, these immortal Setites, they say that they're immortal. They're egotistical. You know, he's pretty confident. And he didn't sound like that he viewed us really as a threat. I'll say that.
I don't think we are. I think as long as he's not in his plane, we can't kill him, right? He goes back to his plane? Isn't that how demons work?
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, if you kill him on this plane, it just kind of banishes them back to their own plane.
Yeah, but
And
he
you
won't be here.
Yeah, that's
That's
kind
true.
of what we're doing, right? I'm gonna pull out a couple of potions, toss them down.
I think our biggest issue is how we deal with the smog.
Yeah.
That's going to be his greatest ally down there. Anyone have anything?
Do you think if we send a fireball down, it'll blow it up? I don't think it will, but
You sent
it
a
was just a hopeful
firebolt
thought.
through the fog up here, and it did not explode. So we're
Yeah.
not quite in BG3 rules.
How'd you know? I have purified food and drink. I mean, drink, like, I mean, vapor can become a drink when it condenses. Would it work on the fog?
Let's consult the old spell book. If I have anything to help with air, which I probably don't.
My one non-murder spell. I lied. I got two. I got message and purify food and drink. 'Cause we're in a desert.
I could.
Yeah, I think. Go
If
ahead.
we could somehow fill helmets with water and cast water breathing, we could,
Actually,
do a deep dive.
honestly, I'd be down to try it.
Are you proposing we put buckets on our head filled with water? Are you
But
telling us
then
we're gonna?
we're gonna drown ourselves. But
Don't
then can't
worry.
breathe.
Everyone can already breathe water. I have made sure of that. It's in the spell book. Cast it every day for 24 hours at the 10 willing creatures. We're set. You don't even have to worry about it.
And the
But
purified
that is. So go ahead.
so the purify food and drink would work on a 5-foot radius sphere. So you can make one little bubble, and then it all
Get
just
to
floods
work.
back in.
Yeah. The
Get to work till I'm out of spell slots.
I could tomorrow do something, but today I cannot.
Well, if we want to wait to tomorrow, we could just teleport down there and steal the mask and just bamf right back up. That will lure him out. If he has it prominently placed at the very top of his wonderful, mound, I can go invisible, teleport down there, grab what I need, and come back up.
That's not a bad idea. If that's our goal here is to get that.
Yeah.
Nope, Andry, I think you're talking about muted.
Andry, you seem to be saying something.
I can see you while you're invisible. Are you sure he's not going?
He did know that that the illusion of myself was not me.
It
He
does
knew
give
it was meant.
factors. It does give factors of such things when you're moving through water without moving water.
Sure.
He probably knows every inch of his lair. He's been down there for a year. You said there's a pile of just coins on there, and at the top is this
Yes.
mask. That might be it.
Pile of coins twice as big as Andry.
If
A
we
lot
want,
of coins.
I could teleport.
It's just silver. Come on. How much money could that be?
With enough.
As I said, I could go greaterly invisible, teleport myself down, grab the mask, teleport my back up.
Yeah. I could even do greater invisibility on you for you to do. I mean, if you
Mhm.
needed to do haste or something like that upon yourself.
Potentially. I don't know yet. Once again, I'm not down there.
Do you have to go by yourself? Because I could like protect you.
You know, if I really want to be just cheesy, I could just teleport down there, wall of force the entire place, grab whatever I want, just teleport right back up. Fatal creatures can't go through it. You have to teleport into it if you wanted to. I could just do that. It'd be expensive as all hell, but I could do it.
And something like that, if it angered him, he could, come at us.
All the more better. He won't be in his
Well,
lair.
correct. That's what I'm saying. We would be on far better footing if he
Well,
came out of there to get us.
if I'd make a suggestion, Dahrian, you have the best eyes of us all. Could be you and me go down there. I put a wall of force around us in our treasure pile. And by the way, every talking is just everyone's gonna be doing this.
No, he was able to infiltrate my mind and communicate with me telepathically. Just so you know, I don't know how your spell works, but it's
Well, this is a closed channel, so strictly only to
okay.
me.
All right,
Don't worry, because I couldn't hear what's his name, the Eater of Corpses, when he was talking to Andry,
Okay.
who had a very similar thing because he also could telepathically communicate. So I'd say
We are also supposed to be killing these guys, right?
yes, eventually. But once again, rather him come up to try and face us than us go down and try and face him. We will have to make him make a move. That's how we counter him. He's come up before to wreak havoc on the town. I'm sure he'll want to do it again if we take his prized treasure.
What if his plan is to come up and kill a bunch of people in town? You said not everybody's like down with this set crew, right?
Yes, but if they kill the town, then what's the point of having people to give money for, right? Can't kill everybody. Also, we're here. We'll stop it. Oh, shall we give her a go?
Sure.
Give it a try.
I will
Excuse me.
offer Dahrian my hand.
Oh.
I have to touch you to cast the spell.
Oh, okay. All right.
Not yet, big guy. And
Yeah,
I will, unless anyone has anything else to add before this happens.
Nope.
And
You sure you want to take him?
he's the best eyes.
But okay.
Don't worry, big guy. He'll come up.
Let's be ready.
Then I dimension door.
Where are you dimension dooring to?
Right on his hoard pile.
Right on his hoard pile. One moment.
You don't know where that is, do you?
I mean, Dahrian probably told me.
Dahrian can describe it in a manner of feet and, go down on this
It says
angle.
one you can visualize, so I can visualize a pile of silver stacked on top of each other with mirrors and a mask atop.
Yeah. Boop weep. Boop weep. Boop weep.
This next part's gonna be important, Dahrian. Let's not fail this.
All right.
Yeah, right.
So time to roll into turn order. Please go ahead and roll yourselves into initiative.
Oh,
Well, I got good
Oh,
news and I got bad news. You are not at the top of the turn order. Where'd you go, Grod? I need to know the distance of something you can do.
can go the distance.
Can go the distance.
Going for speed. Wrong song.
I hope they don't die.
Yeah.
Me too, big guy.
Me too. Me too.
I got bad news.
Go on.
It's a 60-foot range.
Fun.
Which means they show up right here. That means nothing to you, probably, until they start closing in. Serpent-headed minions
here.
of Set,
Oh dear.
emerging from out of the mist to surround the pair of you. They swing their kopeshes. They seem to be having not a great deal of luck finding you, so it's coming in at even. 2 on Dahrian, 2 on Tahir. Dahrian, 1, 2, 3, 4. Advantage and disadvantage are cancel out, so I think the 18 misses, but the 29 will hit.
Yes.
17 points of damage there. Does a 20 get you?
No.
No. Okay. 2 on Tahir, 4 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 29 will hit for 9. 21 hit you?
I will cast shield.
Shield.
59 will hit though. Can't block crit. Can't block a crit.
Can't block a crit. Dahrian. What are you doing?
All right. Are you moving to grab the thing, or do you want me to?
Yes, let's both fight together.
Okay. First off, bonus action. I cast that.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Minion.
This is just it's a holy weapon. I mean, I'm not.
You are.
I just cast it. I have. Yes, I was making. I was not doing the blast yet.
Okay.
Yet, but I was going to swing and take a step up onto the pile.
You got it.
So I will swing.
15 will miss.
I suppose this guy. Ooh. Does the holy weapon give me any kind of a plus or anything? I think it just makes my weapon holy, right? Or makes it magical for damage purposes. I think. I don't think it gives it.
I think it's
plus.
like a free smite for hit for every hit you use. Great spell. Wonderful spell. I love it.
Okay. Should I reroll that? Should I use a reroll?
Sure. Do it.
Yeah.
They won't give us more if you don't use them.
That's true. Bunch of crap.
Going the wrong way.
But yeah, I will move towards the wherever the mask. Take a step and try and grab it, I guess.
You got it. Free object interaction. You reach down, you grab the mask.
I've got it, Tahir! And that's it for me.
Tahir. As it's your turn, something bad happens.
Oh, crap, here we go.
You are close enough that one of the glyphs on the floor goes kaboom.
He's got glyph of warding, the bastard. At least you got the mask.
Yeah.
Can I get from you a... DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Or take this much lightning damage. This will also affect Dahrian, who is not more than 20 feet away.
What kind of
Magical lightning. DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Or 31 points of damage.
Half on a save or
Half on a
zero?
save.
Yep.
Ouch.
31?
31.
Ugh.
The minions are immune to lightning. Tahir, it is
Lovely.
now your turn.
Got the mask?
Got it!
Friendship is everything. I will go up to Dahrian and I will look at the mask briefly. Does it look magical or something? Or look like a Sphinx face?
You can just barely see that he's got something in his hand.
Good enough for me. Friendship! And he'll give you a pat on the back and we'll teleport out.
Pat on the back and I teleport out. Whoop whoop. Dimension door again?
Or
Sure. Woof. You are no longer in the pit.
ow.
Let's get out of here. Or at least hide in case he comes out.
Are you running?
I'll move away from the hole. I'm not running yet, but I got a little wrecked.
Rest of the party? You staying? Running?
I'm moving with Dahrian.
Okay.
Follow the leader, the leader, the leader.
Leader!
Follow the leader, wherever
Yeah.
he may go.
Alright. Seems like a withdrawal.
A
Party's-
tactical retreat.
The
A
party
tactical retreat, yes.
tactically
Strategic
scampers,
withdrawal.
strategically scampers into the city with the mask in hand. Well done. The serpent in the pit does not pursue.
Mhm.
And that's
Very
where we'll
nice.
bring this evening to a wrap. Because I will need to prepare some other places that they might be going. Here I was thinking they were going to dive in, weapons blazing. But instead they used strategy and did this.
We've gone against our MO.
Yeah, that's right. We did. We actually did.
I should say you did.
Yeah. Happy to do
That's
it.
good.
And Jackie Smith 66, if there's something needs a correction, just toss it in the Twitch chat, and I'll be happy to get my overlay fixed up. And there we go. But thank you for the follow. Other than that, Andry, Blitz, Dahrian, Tann, Tahir. Any things that you think you're going to be doing immediately next session that I should prep for? Or should I just prep everything because I know you're going to choose some oddball craziness?
I mean, honestly, if we told you what we were gonna do, we would come up with something else on the spot. And I don't have anything to give you.
I'd say-
Let's be honest. Tahir would come up with something on the spot that it's going to mess with everything. Like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do that.
Sounds
I
good.
like it.
I'd say our number one thing is to make sure the mask is legit.
Okay,
Mhm.
so right now you've got the Mask of the Sleeping Queen, which is supposed to be delivered to Theracod, down below the Temple of Amontur. You've got the Tiara of Skabet, which is to be delivered to the palace. And you've angered the Serpent in the Pit, and are now heading into town. It is late afternoon by this point, so it is getting into evening. You know that the crocodile patrols will be out sometime soon, so you may wish to retire somewhere relatively safe. We'll figure out where that might be and how they might go about ascertaining how good or bad that mask is when we come back next week. So we'll give them some time to plot and plan. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Alex, thanks for hanging out there and taking care of the spam bot that was probably haunting us there. If you would like to toss us a raid while I get myself wrangled over here, because I am down to one screen at the moment. I'll be back to my glorious 3-screen setup next week. But for right now, thanks everybody, and I hope everybody had a good time. We do have a new adventure starting up, which is going to be our Planescape adventure Alex is doing. We've got our community campaign, and we've got some spots open about 2 weeks out on Sunday morning for my next Domains of Dread. And I know we've got some other Planescape-y nonsense going on soon. So swing by the Discord and check us out, and we'll talk to you all a bit later. Thanks everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Night, everyone. Thanks for the rerolls.
Yeah.
Yes.